Hello everyone, welcome back to Bridge, playing today's free day-long tournament on BBO. For April 2nd, 2025, the free day-long is an imp tournament, so we have 8 boards of imps. This is 13 points, unbalanced, very easy, one club followed by a spade. Partner probably wants me to double this, doesn't he? Yuck. I don't know. I mean, I guess, okay. I'm not a huge fan of the support double, as I have said in some previous videos. I don't think it's the worst agreement ever. And actually, on a hand like this, it's pretty nice to have. But if I didn't have it, I'd be comfortable enough just bidding 2 hearts. Because my diamond shortness is very helpful. It makes up for the shorter than usual hearts. And it's urgent for us to communicate to partner that we have at least a partial fit. And then, you know, if we didn't play support doubles, partner would be aware that I might have only 3, and if we were looking for a game, partner could investigate to find out more details. So, like, we would be fine. Like, I don't. But here, it's kind of nice to say, oh, I just have 3. And when partner bids just 2 hearts, I can comfortably pass. So I don't love support doubles as an agreement, but this is a good hand for them, I think. But, I don't know, like I said, I could have just bid 2 hearts and it would have been fine. The issue with this hand is if you try to go crazy roughing your diamonds, you'll, like, run out of trump. And I think the thing to do is work on clubs, because that's your source of actual tricks to pitch the last diamonds on. I think you do duck this, because you're going to want to lose a heart at some point. I mean, you're going to have to. And you want to do it while South still has a heart to rough the diamond with. And this way the 10's a winner, which is nice. Here's hoping the Jack wins. Hey, okay, good. I wasn't really counting clubs. Did somebody pitch a club? I don't remember for sure, but I think maybe West pitched one. Anyway, I'm going to cash these first. If the clubs are winning, then great, and if they're not, I don't really need these. Turns out I could have, with the Jack of Spades dropping, I could have, if I'd untangled the spades, maybe scored more of those. No, nobody did pitch a club. Still, going plus, that's what it takes at imps. That should be a fine score. +2 or something, maybe. Nothing huge. Oh, I was looking at... Right, the history doesn't show the history for the current event, because I was checking the results of the last tournament we played in. See what happened to this contract where I stole a trick on the last board. Anyway, oh no, to look at our current history... Okay, +4. That's nice. So I could have, and I think you could argue should have, here. Before crossing to the ace of spades, I could have cashed the king of spades. And then if it so happens that the Jack drops doubleton, then after I draw the last trump, I can cash the 10 of spades, losing a spade. And you can pitch a club instead of a spade on the 4th heart that way. That works well if the Jack's doubleton. It works badly if spades are 5-1. But maybe not even also badly at that, because, okay, sure, the opponents get to rough a spade, but at least you lose a trick while you still have a heart in dummy, and so they can't cash a bunch of diamonds. I don't know. What is this? 19? Easy club? Can I afford 3 diamonds opposite a passing partner? I think I kind of have to. Oh, it's so... No. At Imps, you can really get clobbered if you try stuff like that. And it's not like we're missing a game if partner couldn't act at all over 1 no, so... You know, bidding 3 diamonds is hoping to gain, let's say, at most 5 imps. And you could lose, like, 13 if things go really badly. And often 3 diamonds doesn't even gain anything. You could easily lose 3 or 4 just by going down in 3 diamonds when they were going to go down in 2 spades. Who has the 10 of clubs? It should be Declarer, right? Does partner want a ruff? I mean, probably. Yeah, he's short. And if partner has the 10, I should lead a low club anyway. Yeah, okay, cool. Really happy to see partner has the 9 of spades, because now my queen jack 8 over the 10 is guaranteed for tricks, whereas it was not before. I think it's okay to play another club winner here. Declarer will have to ruff pretty high. Although it's a little weird. Why did partner ruff with the 9? Is it his only spade? Because if he had any other spades, he'd probably be ruffing low. Maybe partner has like king 9? In which case, I'd love for him to get the chance to ruff with the king. I don't think Declarer gets to pitch anything useful on this. Okay. Anyway, Declarer ruffing with the king is great. So now we get 2 spade tricks. And a diamond, so we're beating this. Partner had the ace of hearts, wow. Yeah, I get it. I mean, partner's hand is good, but you don't really have a great call over a spade. And over 2 spades, it seems sort of dangerous as well. I think we would do pretty well if we had bid, yeah. Losing imps even though we went plus. Like, as it happens, 3 diamonds looks like it makes 5, right? Maybe. 4 hearts should make as well. Should it? Lose 2 hearts, a spade, and a diamond, right? So maybe it is just diamonds you can make 5 of. Or maybe the opponents are competing to 3 spades and going down even more. 15 points, we open a heart. Okay. Losing 2 clubs, a spade, and a diamond, it looks like. That's down 1. But if they don't find the club switch in time, we can pitch a club on a spade. Presumably East is winning the ace when I play from dummy. How do I discourage a club shift? You can try a kind of psychological ploy that would never work against a human, that would be so transparent, but that robots don't quite understand. If you play the king and the queen from hand, obviously this does not paint any coherent picture for someone who's thinking about why Clara would act this way. But the robots might think, oh, maybe partner has the jack, and we can cash another spade. And then, like, they just don't think about the fact that Declare would never do that if holding Queen X. I think that's the play. Oh, really? That's too bad. Huh. Well, they definitely won't be tricked if I play another spade. Because they can see the 10 on dummy. So it almost seems like our only chance to avoid going down would be to actually get 3 diamond tricks, which I don't think is even possible. Maybe if the 8 were short. Like if East had King 8 or Queen 8 doubleton, I think you could take 3 diamonds. Jack, if covered, ace and then 5 to the 9. Yeah. If ducked, you duck in hand. Queen, yeah, so I mean, yeah, that could happen. They still could get out of it by just, like, cashing the clubs in time. Which I assume they will. But it's just, you know, try to find some way you could possibly make this impossible contract that doesn't risk even more under tricks. And it seems like, yeah, let's play this outrageously unlikely diamond line. Why not? Okay, they're gonna find the club now. No! Huh. Okay, so East is hoping his partner can ruff. I see. We could ruff this high in worrying that West actually is ruffing, and then hope that the 8 of diamonds drops after drawing trump. Or we could pitch a club hoping West doesn't ruff. It doesn't seem that likely that East would pass with 6 spades to the ace. Well, yeah, of course he would. I should have paid more attention to the spots, but I didn't. So, I don't know. Claim. Alright, well the 8 of diamonds wasn't dropping anyway, so nothing would have worked. Yeah, West did lead high-low. $20 points. Just easy diamond. 2 spades. My hand is great. I think you play the 9 of clubs here. This is the only trick it's ever going to have a chance to be useful on, unless East has Jack 10 tight. And the 6 of clubs would be a weird lead from that holding. Whereas low from Jack 10 fourth is a thing people certainly do. Nice. 4, 8, 9, 10 certain tricks. How could we try to find an 11th? I don't think you just like cash your minor suit winners, because you need those as entries for everything else. Let's lead a spade. Maybe West will win it and continue spades, because look how few dummy has. No. But he didn't find the heart switch, which means I can play spades myself. Yeah, that's a good result. I mean, not as good as it would be in match points, maybe, because I stole 2 tricks that I did not really deserve. But at imps, like, 3-0 is a pretty normal contract. Yeah, just +1 and a bit. Just stay out of this auction, obviously. I mean, it's clearly a diamond lead. Is it the queen or low? I think low. Like, you need partner to have some help, and I don't want to... I mean, okay, cool. Oh, have I blocked the suit? Sorry, partner. Also, I mean, I guess it's possible East has ace-6. In which case I should maybe stop leading the suit. 2, 3, 4, 5. 11 and 11 is 22. East's auction suggests around another 11, so partner should have about 7 points. He showed up with the king of diamonds. Partner has about an ace. If it's the ace of hearts, we can just cash out. If it's the king of spades, we're probably not beating it. Well, maybe, if I led like a spade to the king and got a heart back. Actually, speaking of hearts, what is going on in that suit? East bid 1-0, 2-0, didn't bid hearts. So he probably doesn't have 6. But he could have 5. This is a big decision, and at imps you do have to think those over, because this is your chance to maybe beat the contract or maybe not if you can figure out what's going on. Because by leading a diamond, I'm probably setting up a diamond trick for East. Aren't I? Well, no, I don't know. If East had 5 diamonds, he probably would have bid them instead of 1-0. So I think actually we can play diamonds, and maybe it would have been better to have led the queen. Because if partner has king 5th, which it kind of seems like is possible, then I've blocked the suit. Okay, king 4th. Well, maybe I shouldn't have continued with diamonds after that. Maybe once I won my 3rd, I should have stopped. Yeah, maybe. This low lead is very upsetting. I guess I duck. Okay, partner has the ace of hearts. Great. So he's out of cards. This is the last trick we're getting, but it's the last trick we need. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, those are the tricks we get. 6 of them. Okay, pretty normal results, I think. Some people will be opening this third hand light, but like, yuck. I don't know whether that's going to be good or bad for them. It just seems like a bad play. Okay, +4. Another pass. Wow, if I'd opened a club, we might be making a club partial. Maybe the opponents can make something in hearts, though? They lose a club, a heart, and a spade, double dummy. Yeah, opponents can make 4 hearts if you push them. Okay, plus 0.4. Pretty nothing board. I'm pretty sure this is a minimum. Like, yeah, my spades are good, and my king, queen of diamonds are better than if they were like king and queen of 2 different suits. But it's still just, you know, a flat 6 with no extra honors. Losing 2 hearts and a diamond at least. Perhaps a spade, perhaps a club. I mean, I think you have to take the club finesse. Now or later. It would have been wrong to cash a spade first. That would improve the situation only if West had a singleton queen. Whereas if West has a small singleton, you need to be able to finesse the suit twice. So can't afford to take away one of these small cards. Ooh, did I make a mistake by leading the jack? What if West wins with the queen and plays a diamond and East overruffs? It turns out that can't happen because East played the 8. But if East had played anything else, we could have gotten into trouble by leading the jack, actually. But I think you do have to. Well, I guess not. You could have played low to the 10 and then back to the ace of clubs and finesse again. Okay, and now we get to play an unlikely club heart squeeze in the ending. What's happened in hearts? Like, 1 honor has been cashed. I don't remember the 9 or jack, or I don't know what the other cards were, but I definitely didn't remember the 9 earlier. So the opponents started with 7 hearts. They've played 3. I'll assume that if they have any hearts left, the 5 won't be a winner, or the 6 rather, so the 7. But so we need to count the total number of hearts, and also watch for the ace or king, whichever one is left. I wasn't paying attention because it didn't matter. So they've played 4 of their 7 hearts. They have 3 left. Two hearts left. Okay, so the hearts are never going to be winners. The clubs aren't either, but in a lot of squeezes, including, for example, this one, you could go to the F. Like there's 2 suits of interest. You could count both of them, but you only actually need to know what's happening in one suit. And then, like, if that suit doesn't work out, you just, like, hope the other one does, you know. You don't need to know whether it actually is. So, like, I don't bother counting the clubs in that situation. So I don't actually know if they're going to be good. Okay, well, we got a plus there for being conservative. I mean, I don't know. I think passing 3 spades is very normal. But some people were more aggressive and raised, I imagine. And they got punished. It's a bad bid that leads to a bad contract that could make but does go down. So, oh, this is a nice hand. Is this just natural? I guess so. What am I supposed to do with that? You think I want to play clubs after this auction? What the hell? I mean, I guess it's encouraging. Oh, God. He's going to tell me that 4 no trump is keycard for clubs when obviously it should be to play. Oh, killed me. What do you even do? 4 diamonds? Okay. I mean, but then partner might bid 5 because he's so stupid. They're just like 4 clubs combined with Gibbs' system just puts you in an impossible situation where you just like you can't ever show this hand. What are you supposed to do? It's great that partner has an okay hand, right? 2 no shows and some values. I guess partner's worried about diamonds and thinks we can't play 3 no, which is fine, but what are we supposed to do instead? I'm not playing your stupid little clubs. Well, if how worried about diamonds can partner be if he doesn't... He has at most like 2 spades and 3 hearts. I guess he could be like 2-3, 2-6 or something. I guess I'll bid 4 hearts. It's the least misleading call I could make. Suggests I'm 5-5 in the majors. I pass. Right? Maybe not. Because if partner really does have bad diamonds and good clubs, we don't want to be playing a no-trump contract. Being able to rough a diamond with partners... But partner only has 2 hearts. Or 3, rather. If partner is 2-3, 2-6, do I really want to play 4-no? Maybe. But he's declaring it, so the lead would be through my diamonds, which is not great. But he might have the jack. I just feel like if I actually cooperate with this keycard bid, partner needs to have a rose garden for us to get a good result, right? I need like a stiff diamond, the ace of clubs, the queen of spades. And then also, like, no disasters happening. It just doesn't seem super likely. What do I need if I pass? I mean, I kind of need the queen of spades anyway, I guess. I need a diamond stopper. Maybe I do just cooperate here. And hope we can get out in 5 hearts. I guess you could lie about key cards, but I don't even know what would discourage key partner. Maybe if I showed 2. But I don't know. I mean, partner might actually have a hand good enough that 6 hearts is our best spot despite being a 4-3. Anyway, I have 3 key cards. Do I have the queen? So he is telling me that 3 key cards and the queen would be enough that slam would be okay, which I guess means partner has 1 key card, which I suppose is the ace of clubs. So I can actually show my queen here if I want. And I guess if partner has both aces, maybe we could make 7? Seems a little unlikely, but not impossible, I guess. Okay, I'll cooperate. I'll show what I have. Despite, I think it'll be a bad contract. I've been in worse spots, I think. What do I need? Probably should not play the ace of clubs. Which sounds like a joke, right? It's wasting the king. Of course you shouldn't. But it's a serious consideration because you don't necessarily need a bunch of club tricks, and you're not going to get a bunch of club tricks. But entries to dummy to take spade finesses and stuff like that could be useful. So maybe the ace could be good, but I don't want to get tapped with a second club trick. So I think I do have to play low. And then I'm going to need to ruff one of my diamonds and or pitch it on the ace of clubs, which means I have to get the dummy, which I can only do by roughing a diamond. So ace of clubs, sorry, king of clubs, diamond to the king, kind of looks like the right start. Then I can pitch my third club on a diamond, third diamond on a club. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I guess it depends on whether the king of... If the king of diamonds holds, maybe I could do that. If it doesn't, then I'm going to need a ruff anyway. Alright. So, whoa! Okay, hold up. Now we have almost a better line, right? Because now I could win this, draw all the trump, and play a diamond to the king. If West has the ace of diamonds, then they have to let me in dummy, and I can use dummy's 4 clubs to pitch 3 losers. And that would be enough tricks. Or I could stick with the original line, not draw trump, diamond to king, plan to take spade finesses. But I have to take those spade finesses before drawing trump, which adds another degree of danger. Slightly. Like, if spades are 5-1 onside, in principle it looks like you can pick them up. Finesse once, then cash the ace of clubs to pitch your low spade, and then finesse again. But they might ruff the ace of clubs. Or, you know, they could ruff the last spade because you haven't finished drawing trump yet. So I think the spade finesse is a little bit less than 50%, because even if it works, you might go down. Whereas a diamond to the king, if it works, you're good. Maybe a really strong East defender would play the queen here on purpose to trick me into taking that line when the spade finesse would be working. If he like has the ace of diamonds and knows I have no way to get to dummy. That's a very deep play, and I'm sure the computer wouldn't be doing it. I don't know if there are any human players who would. Maybe, maybe not. But I think just load... okay. One problem with low to the king is if it fails, you're going down more. But especially at imps, that really doesn't matter. I need to make this contract, and I think low to the king of diamonds is probably best. The opponent's auction doesn't tell me very much, I don't think. Huh. Okay, well, let's hope that hearts are not 5-1, I guess. If they are, I'm just like toast no matter what I do, so not much point thinking too hard about it. So I do have to cash this last heart. I don't think I need Dummy's last club. It's a winner, but if I can get to the king of diamonds, then the winner doesn't matter, right? Load the king. Let's say it wins. 4 diamonds, pitch 2 diamond losers. No, I only have 1 diamond loser. A diamond, yeah, I don't need the last club. Oh, so lucky. Claim. It turns out the queen was falling all along. Queen of spades is dropping. That's another point, I guess. Maybe you shouldn't. No, you should finesse if you can. It wouldn't work out well on this hand, but it's the right play. If you can get there, which it's not clear you can. So let's say if East had played low, let's actually get this one in the hand viewer so I can play through the alternate line I was imagining. So East plays low and I win the king perforce. I was imagining next a diamond to the king so that I could get a ruff. West kind of... I don't know. Does West want to play the ace on this or not? If not, I could potentially get rid of all my diamonds on clubs, but I can't actually. I think West should play low here. I think double dummy it shouldn't matter. Low is an over trick somehow, huh? Really? Oh. Why is low an over trick? How could I get rid of all my diamonds without letting East ruff? How could I draw trump? Maybe you could play 2 rounds of trump. So king wins. 2 rounds of trump, drawing West's trumps. Then ace, king, jack of spades, pitching North's diamond. Ruff South's diamond with the 10. Ace of clubs pitching South's last diamond. And then run clubs. East ruffs in, and you over ruff. And if East never does ruff in, fine, just enjoy all the clubs. Yeah, that's. I mean, no one's gonna find that line, I think, but it would work. Right, it says you have to play spades now. And now you could cash a spade, but if you must leave the diamond after that. Yeah, I see. Okay, but more realistically, I don't know. I think West plays low, you play the king. And you say, great, I've gotten to dummy, now what? Spades? Clubs pitching a diamond? Well, 1 club pitching a diamond? I don't know. It says you can do either of those because it's playing to drop the queen of spades. I don't know. Okay. Well, a decent showing here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.